Yo guys, welcome back to Leadfoot TV. So it's been a very long time since I've filmed a video. I'll be totally honest, and I kind of thought about not carrying on with my videos for quite a long time, and I just needed something really to re-spark my love for cars. I just seemed to be fixing things all the time instead of actually enjoying them. So I've sold a lot of my stuff. All the stuff that I've featured on the channel has pretty much gone now. The only thing I still have left really is the Skyline. So I've got the R32 Skyline still, which for once is actually running really well. But I have bought a new car. So yeah, hopefully this will be the start of some new videos. So this very bright little car is my new car. It is a ZC33S Suzuki Swift Sport. So it has the 1.4 booster jet engine in it, which is turbocharged, and it only produces about 140 horsepower from stock, but the car only weighs 975 kilos, which is like roughly the same as a 90s hot hatch, like a Clio Williams, for example. So it is very light for a new car, well, extremely light for a new car. So this is an early one. They started making them in 2018, and the early ones were not a hybrid. They actually produced more power and they were lighter. So in my eyes, they are the better one. But the hybrid ones are still very good. But yeah, I wanted an early one that was lighter with the extra power. So yeah, this is a non-hybrid 1.4 turbo, roughly 140 horsepower, and 975 kilos. So it's a very good, fun car to drive. Although it is only 140 horsepower, these cars are very popular in Japan. When I went to Japan last year, every time I went into like an Autobacks or a Up Garage, a lot of the new parts were really directed towards these new Swifts and the GR86. So there are a lot of these Swifts producing like 275 wheel horsepower on stock internals. So there is a huge amount of tuning potential for them. You can imagine what 275 horsepower in a 975 kilo car is like. It's probably very good. And I will let you know when I get to that stage. But yeah, my plan is to keep it as my daily. So I need to keep it semi-sensible, but not fully sensible. And I can, plan is to like take it on some track days, hopefully do a Nürburgring trip in it at some point. And yeah, just modify it a little bit and make it like a fun little daily driver. I'm very aware that the colour probably isn't to everybody's taste. I've been made very aware of that so far already. There are a lot of people that have a very strong opinion on the colour. I personally love it, and it was one of the things that drew me towards the car. I really do like the colour. I'm very aware that a lot of people won't. But yeah, I just wanted a fun little car. I wanted something semi-practical, so it does have 5 doors, which is really cool, because yeah, it just makes it a little bit more practical for everyday use. And inside is actually very nice for a Suzuki. So one of the issues that I always had with Suzukis is the interiors are usually pretty terrible in them. I've had a Suzuki Ignis Sport, or several Suzuki Ignis Sports. I absolutely love the cars. I love the seats in the Ignis Sports, but the dashboard and everything around it is absolutely awful. It just rattles, there's no sound deadening, everything just feels super cheap, and it's one of the things I really don't like about Suzuki. It was one of the reasons that I never got a ZC33S Suzuki Swift Sport, was because I just couldn't deal with the interior every day. But the interior in this car is a massive improvement for Suzuki. It is so much nicer than some of the previous stuff they've come out with. So don't get me wrong, it isn't luxury. It does still feel a little bit cheap, but it's just the design and the thought that's gone into it is way better than anything they've done in the past. So I will fire it up. We have keyless start, which is a nice little extra. And yeah, it's a nice little place to sit. There's a lot of nice little extras. You've got like lane assist, you've got collision aware, light warner, warning. You can turn the airbags on and off on the passenger side. You've got DAB radio, aircon and cruise control. Yeah, it's a nice place to be. So yeah, I can't complain about the interior. Like I said, it's not exactly luxury. It is still a little bit cheap, but it's very well soundproof compared to a lot of previous generation Suzukis. So under the bonnet, we've got the little 1.4 booster jet engine, which is a 1.4 turbo. It's got a tiny little turbo on the front. Not particularly powerful from factory, but it does feel like the engine is very choked from the factory, like they've deliberately tried to reduce the power in it. You've got things like this resonator box, bad flowing exhaust. Even just with like a map, you can get these things to like 170, 180 horsepower. So there is a lot of room for improvement on these without having to put a lot of effort into them. I think Suzuki have deliberately choked them, and yeah, the plan is to try and open it up a little bit and get a little bit more power out of it, try and get it looking a little bit less plasticky and nasty in here as well, because that is one of the things I really don't like about new cars, is how like rubbish they look under the engine bay. But yeah, that is the 1.4 booster jet engine. So I thought I'd keep it short and sweet for my first video back, but that is my new car. That is the new project for the channel. A lot of the future videos will be on this car. I still have like my Japan videos that I have. I'm halfway through editing, so they will be coming onto the channel at some point. But yeah, I am back doing videos. Just going to kind of take it at my own pace. I'm not going to promise anything. I'm just going to get back into it, try and get my love back for it. I am doing it on my own from now on, so yeah, it will just be me. If you want to check out Duncan's channel, he does have the Honda Accord Type R that we used to have. I will stick a link to it in the description down below. But yeah, this is my new project. I only have this. I've got the Nissan Figaro, which is just tucked away in the garage. I will get around to that at some point, and my R32 Skyline. So this is gonna be my daily / like car that I can go on track days with, so hopefully we'll get some track days in before the end of the year. Maybe a Nürburgring trip next year once I've done some modifications to it. But yeah, that is the plan for my new car. If you like it, let me know. I'm sure there'll be a lot of comments on the colour choice, but yeah, it's good to be back filming videos, and yeah, see you in the next one. Peace out.